The great hope for the free world. Yeah, the United States, it's still the great hope for the world, even though it's in a bit of a shambles at the moment. We want to see it get its act back together. I still can't believe there's actually supposed to be two debates lined up now between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. The first is scheduled for June and the second in September. I asked Kristen Tate if she thinks they're actually going to go ahead.
I am shocked about these announcements, Chris. I've been saying for months I don't think there are going to be any debates simply because I didn't think Joe Biden would be able to get through them. And I won't believe it till I see it. You know, I will only believe these debates are actually going to happen when these two candidates are on the stage together. A lot of people are asking, you know, why did Joe Biden propose these debates? The answer is clearly his poll numbers. An incumbent only proposes debates when they're doing poorly. Biden is struggling, especially in those key swing states. And it's kind of interesting that the debate, the first one in June, will be the first and the most early presidential debate in history. This will be before either man is formally named the candidate of their party.
Look, I find it extraordinary too. I won't believe it till I see it, especially, as you say, the first debate scheduled for June. We don't have conventions for the Republicans till July, for the Democrats till August. So they're not actually official candidates by the time this first debate happens. And I just think that Donald Trump will wipe the floor with Joe Biden because he's so vague. But then, of course, we all think back to January and the State of the Union address when he did pretty well. He surprised everybody that he stayed upright and got through most of his lines. So Donald Trump is now saying this about what he wants to happen before the debate.
I just want to debate this guy, but you know, and I'm going to demand a drug test too, by the way. I am. No, I really am. I don't want him coming in like the State of the Union. He was high as a kite.
High as a kite. He's just outrageous, Kristen.
I know, he's hilarious. But I think the reason that Biden is really wanting this to happen is to dispel the theories that the Democrats are going to replace him in Chicago. Everybody's talking about that because nobody thinks he's actually going to be able to get through this campaign season, let alone actually survive another presidency. So his campaign's probably trying to put those rumors to bed. And I was thinking about it, you know, it's actually to the benefit of both candidates that the moderators are going to be extremely left-wing. It'll be to the benefit of Biden, of course, because they're going to ask him a bunch of softball questions, but it'll be to the favor of Trump as well, because most Americans watching these debates absolutely cannot stand these moderators, and it makes Trump look so good, and people love it when he just puts these debate moderators in their place, and he actually almost starts debating the moderators in many cases. And he's always so funny. That's what we love about Trump.
Well, the Trump court case is coming to a climax. We'll talk about that next week. But I want to talk about how desperate some of the campaigning is, especially from the Democrats trying to create conspiracies about Donald Trump. First up, just have a look at this little clip from a Donald Trump online campaign ad.
What happens after Donald Trump wins? What's next for America? The economy booms. American energy is unleashed and an end to crushing taxes. The border is closed and the largest deportation in history is underway.
All right, so it's pretty obvious what that ad is. It's all fake headlines pushing the Trump messages, and there's all gibberish words there in the background. I don't know whether anybody's ever read them, but the Democrats have found the phrase unified Reich. And I kid you not, they get the president of the US, the leader of the free world, to make something of this. Have a look.
What's next for America?
Is this on his official account? Wow. A unified Reich? That's Hitler's language. That's not America's. He cares about holding on to power. I care about you.
Hitler's language from Donald Trump? Has Joe Biden jumped the shark here?
Of course. I mean, this is just another attempt by Biden administration and the Democrats to make the election about Donald Trump being a scary, very bad, no good orange man who's basically Hitler. I mean, that's all they've got because they've got no policy to run on. Their candidates, you know, practically dead. I mean, Joe Biden is not going to survive another term. And this is the only thing they can do is try to scare voters, particularly moderate voters and suburban women, into thinking Donald Trump is, you know, the next Hitler, and it works with some voters, but I think with the vast majority of voters, they realize exactly what's going on at this point, and people don't even really listen to this messaging anymore. It is not effective.
Never a dull moment, Kristen. Great to talk to you. We'll catch up next week.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chris.